What is going on, everyone? It's David. We are finally back with content. As you've probably noticed, we have updated our channel name to the TCG Pulse instead of just YGO Pulse. So basically, a bunch of our friends have been playing a bunch of different TCGs. I've been getting into Vanguard, as you can see from the last video. And so we just wanted to reflect that in the channel. We figured it'd be more interesting if we had a bunch of stuff to play than just specifically Yu-Gi-Oh, which can go through some dry seasons sometimes. So we hope you enjoy this move. It's something we're doing as it's funner for us as creators to not be just put in one hole. So anyway, moving forward, today I'm going to be doing an Orfist deck. So I've got a lot of decks I'm going to profile for the channel because I've been getting into Overdress specifically. I'm not really into Premium or V Premium just yet. Maybe I'll soiree into that sometime, but for now, we're just doing Orfist. So there's that, just the peripherals. You've got the over trigger counter, and you'll need 5 of these Shadow Army tokens. Ride line, nothing crazy, just standard Orfist ride line. You have Orfist, Cubicea, Roitis, and Phoebe. Great ride line. Love this card because it lets you search your world. It's pretty nice. So we'll get on into the profile now. I would say overall, Orfist has basically been figured out as a format deck. It's very good. It's just, I feel like there's not a lot of room for crazy amounts of card changing. But if you just want a skeleton profile, here you go. I run 3 more Orfist because Persona Ride is broken. I run 4 Albedurds. Love this card. This helps you against a bunch of rear calling decks. So if it's Dark Knight, it gains 2k, so 12k base. If it's Abyssal Dark Knight, it gains 5k, so it's a 15 base. But where it's awesome is that the rear guard, if it battled, doesn't have to connect, just battled. And you retire an Shadow Army token, then choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Awesome for getting rid of like overdressed cards or a bunch of rushed 3s. It's really nice. So just good for retiring in general. Next up, I play 2 Estrit. Once again, I like cards that retire for free, and this one retires during each end, not just my turn. So at the end, if it's Abyssal Dark Knight, then we both retire a unit. So this is great on, like, you can attack your opponent's Vanguard, and at the end of the turn you still get rid of one of the rear guards, so it's pretty nice. So 2 of those. And then I would say the flex spot, you could play a 1/3 of this, but I do like Merisma. This is the World Searcher, because in this deck, if you don't have 2 orders, you're not playing. So everything's just kind of vanilla if you're playing. So this, when it's set on the rear guard, look at the top 3, pick an order, put the other 2 on the bottom. So yeah, I figured just to be safe, because I don't play 9 orders, I play 8. I feel like 8 statistically, if you're playing like something from like Yu-Gi-Oh or something, like you only play like 3 hand traps, and you're still mathematically able to. So it's like, I feel like you don't need 9 from other card games. It just seems the math. You're going to see one anyway, especially since you can mulligan 5 in the first turn. So yeah, this is just because it's a body that can attack and it's got a shield. I just prefer the utility of an actual unit over a 9th order. Next up, for Thumborino. This card, it can boost a shadow token, and this will gain 15, giving your shadow token a total of 38 attack, which is pretty nice, but you have to retire the column when you're done. It's just good for like a powdered up boost shot. Play 4 Bubble Mine. If this card boosts at all, doesn't have to hit anything, you put it into your soul, so it's a soul charge, and then you counter charge 1. This deck, Orfist, you pay to get your Shadow Armies by counter blasting 2. So this is just a good way to like get your counter charges up. That is it for the, I call like monster units that aren't triggers. Next we'll do the orders. Play 2 Eclipsed Moonlight. grade 2 tokens isn't bad to rush your opponent. I really like them. I play 4 of these just so you can't be damage denied. You can always pay this cost. This just lets you draw 1, and they're grade 2s. And I do play 2 of the retiring one. This has come up a bit actually, like it's like Bruce, and mainly like Varenas and stuff. Like it's just a free removal that gets you into Abyssal, so it's pretty nice for the, and because it's a soul charge. If this was a counter charge, I don't know if I would necessarily play it, but because it's just a soul charge, I do like it. So I play those orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I play 8. I just think statistically that's enough to see one and open, and you always search the second from your ride line. Then 4 perfects, you know. Gotta have these perfects because if you have under 2, then you don't have to pay cost. So it's pretty nice. And triggers. So I have decided to go 8 crits. Reason being, you don't have to do the 3 or the 4. You don't have to do the 4 stands. You can just do 3, mainly because like this deck, you have some units you call, but a lot of it you're just sitting on tokens, so you get to keep your entire hand for guarding. So you always just want to attack with this first, and then give your powers. So yeah, I run 8 crit and 3 fronts. Next up, we're gonna go 4 heals. So yeah, standard. And the overtrigger. This overtrigger is nice. This isn't one of those that you really want to see early. Some overtriggers you want to see early, but this one you do definitely want to see this one because it doubles the attack and criticals of all your Vanguard. So it doubles them, which doesn't mean add 1. So like if you're sitting at 2 critical already, this doubles it to 4. So it's nice. But yeah, that is my Orfist deck. I hope you guys like it, and please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, let us know how you think about expanding. I'm gonna try to make the next video Digimon related. I think Digimon is definitely making a big splash in the TCG scene. I don't necessarily think it's gonna just die, and all of our friends are really into it, and they can explain more about it. But guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Peace.